Good evening, I'm Jen Smith. Jersey's budget proposals may only be hours old, but they're already under attack. The island's Chamber of Commerce and a brewery boss have criticised planned increases on alcohol as potentially damaging to a fragile tourist industry. Other proposed changes cover tax thresholds and a law change to enable the states to pay parish rates. Luxmy Gopal's been looking at the detail.
Drivers, drinkers and smokers in Jersey are set to be paying more next year. But single people in work could have a better time of it under a budget that's expected to net the Treasury an extra £3 million a year.
It's the usual suspects facing duty rises. There'll be more tax on fuel, with unleaded going up 2p a litre, more tax on alcohol, an added 2p a pint, and a well above inflation tax hike on tobacco, 45p on a packet of cigarettes. Arguably, the budget winners are single people who'll get to keep more of their earnings tax-free, up to £14,500. And while the gap has closed slightly, they're still being taxed proportionately less than married couples. Does this minister's budget go far enough to address that?
Yes, I believe it does. This is an issue that hasn't been addressed for 17 years. We think it needs to be dealt with. We think the gap needs to be closed. It has to be an affordable measure. We believe by closing it almost by half, we're stepping in the right direction. Future budgets hopefully will continue to close it till we reach parity.
The Treasury Minister says some elements still need to be reviewed and that there are bigger changes to come. But of course, this is just a draft budget and needs approval from the states when it's debated in December. Luxmy Gopal, BBC Channel Islands News, Jersey.
Well, politicians, businesses and families will be absorbing the implications of this year's budget plans for a while yet. But with news of early reactions, here's Mike Weir.
It's been described as an undramatic budget, but as Luxmy's just been telling us, the notable losers include smokers, drinkers and of course the businesses who serve them. Ministers say these particular taxes are about improving public health, not just about raising cash. But the hospitality trade says with a crashing pound after the Brexit vote, beer and wine, much of it from Europe, priced in euros, is already set to get more expensive. Industry leaders concerned, saying increased alcohol taxes threaten an already fragile industry.
It's very important that they just take a look at the whole picture and just try and find other ways that aren't going to directly affect industry. I think business is an easy place to hit.
Another interesting point in this budget, almost a footnote, is that the states of Jersey are going to start paying parish rates. Historically, they haven't. The big winner in all of this, St Helier, it stands to make about £600,000 a year. The parish constable, Simon Crowcroft, has been campaigning for this move for years. He's happy, but it does raise an interesting problem for the Treasury. Including all the parishes, this change is going to cost the states almost £1 million, and they don't yet know how they're going to pay for it.